This is a commercial work. It's about it's a concert that I was asked to do a visual for the concert that celebrate I think 10 years of one music label, which is a very big label in Thailand called Bakery. And for me, I also part of the designer of the whole concert that we proposed the idea of evolution from the cells from the animal without bones and to evolve to the future. And the hard part is two hard part. The first one is that the time of the concert is very long. I think it's 7 hours. And how do I feel on the image, a moving image there? That's the challenge. So we do mix with live image and animation. Yeah. And the second challenge is the aspect ratio. The size of the screen is unusual. It's very long. I'll show you later. So we use many camera and put them together in computer to make a seamless, super panoramic image. And this is what we experiment in the water tank. So we put many things there, and just to play around the idea of floating, the idea of life. So this is how it works. We set up a camera there. 5 cameras, and this is the actual location. So you see, it's really long screen, and behind each screen is there are projectors. So this is when it's the test. And so this is the animation that another guy take control of, and so it's sometimes we switch on the live of the singer there. It's very challenging, and I wouldn't do it again. It's really hard. And this is the anthem that probably some of you have seen. So I will skip that. Oh, wait. Sorry. I don't want to repeat. And this is another work that done, I think about a year later. I think it's about memory. That time I have a kind of heartbreak episode, and so I was invited to Liverpool to make an installation, and I went there twice. Didn't know what I want to do, and then I kind of noticed that Liverpool was very gray, very cloudy. So, and with many winds, and so I just. But I didn't think about art. I only think about my lovers, my ex-lovers. So slowly the work has become something in Thailand. It's translated as beyond the cloud. So I put them the two lovers the representative of two lovers in the spaceship above the cloud in space, so that they're not subjects they're not subjected to change, because when you're in Liverpool, there's a lot of wind and a lot of cloud, and it makes all this, shadow of cloud on the ground, and you witness a lot of changes. So in the space there's no change. So I want to keep my memory there. It's a very romantic idea, just to keep my memory there and put them there. Actually, it's quite brutal, to be circulate in the spaceship, always. Yeah. So the work is two screens, synchronized. Yeah. So, but again, it has some reference to movie, old sci-fi movie, the style that I work with my art director. It may be remind of 2000, 2001, and this is another work that actually is deal with politics, but also about ignorant of the people. So the work is 4 screens, and it's about this mysterious mountain that sometimes is in the shooting in the wind. It's a very windy location, and like it's going crazy with the wind, and sometimes from time to time there's an electronic music blare out from this mountain, from this and we light this really cinematically, and put with a lot of neon fluorescent light tubes with color, so that when you go to Thailand, there's a lot of this light, this kind of color light that in the temple, on the trees, that signify the celebration. But at the same time, when you go into those places, everyone were drunk. So for me, I want to reflect the idea of this drunkenness, drunk in Thailand, that people sometimes being kind of swayed by political propaganda. So on one screen there's a man dancing on the pickup truck. Again, it's a truck. It's a moving vehicle that I'm interested in. It's the idea of transportation, and for this, the pickup truck is become like a symbol of the workers from the Northeast. Actually, that you see a lot of them on the pickup truck going from one construction site to another site, and that. But sometimes they don't know where they're going. They're just being transported there to work, and they actually they are the builder of the whole city. So in this film, the truck also in reality the truck is also important when there's a demonstration in the Royal Park. The people are transported. Many workers are transported to protest in the park. Sometimes they didn't know what they've been taken to. They just feel good to just being having fun and getting drunk at the protest site. So the work reflect this as well, and the idea of ignorance in the Thai society. And the other 2 screens are my regular actors who in behind the pickup truck and shouting, talking against the wind, and we don't really hear what they talk about. So, but actually they talk about their happiness and their love. Yeah, but we cannot figure out. Yeah, so it's like they against the nature. Yeah, and this work is called Emerald. It's a portrait of the old hotel. Again, it's about memory. So it's all these actors of mine who supply the memory to this hotel that is closed down a while ago. And for me, I look at it as a spaceship, and that the spaceship really need like a fuel and oil to go again. So I supply the memory as a energy for the ship, and the work exists in the installation form like this. Yeah. And this is the latest work about a month ago that I did in a museum in Tokyo. This one is about the relationship between workers and the forest, national forest. One forest that I often shot my films there. But the problem with the forest is now there's a lot of vine, the vine that growing everywhere, and people cannot control it. It affects like 400 million square meter, and sometimes these vines block the sunlight, and sometimes when they block the sunlight, there's no sun to the tree trunk, so sometimes the whole forest collapse, and many times that this vine block the animal feeding path, so it affects the animal as well. So people try to deal with it, but the national forest has only 100 people, so they try to only deal with the important one, which is the biggest tree first. So they went and cut the vine and measure. So in one side of the room there's a video documentation of that process, and for me, I'm interested in how this situation is being controlled, and sometimes, many of the times, the workers they have to use what we call kratom leaf, which is from nature, from leaves, like to chew it, and then they have an energy. It's like a stimulant, but it's illegal. So they use that to have their energy, so they can work for long hours, and at the end of the day they collapse. So like that. So for me, I like the idea of how humans deal with nature by also using nature, with this leaf, to deal with it, and to get oneself intoxicated, to get oneself put oneself into a kind of a dream state. So this is a photograph work. Yeah. So this is the just kind of a summarize of those kind of artwork that I did.